Most people know that the laws generally today in all states require the use of seatbelts in a passenger vehicle. But one of the most dangerous things on the road that people are aware of are the large trucks that barrel down the road every day. The Federal Motor Safety Administration has mandated that all commercial truck drivers must wear seatbelts while driving. And while on one side that law is there to preserve for the safety of the truckers, it also obviously has an implication as to the safety of the people surrounding them, in the vehicles surrounding them. When a trucker gets out of control in a vehicle and doesn't have the seatbelt to control them in the car, they're much more likely to lose control of those vehicles. In many cases, truck drivers, as well as regular passengers and drivers of other vehicles, cite a number of reasons why they don't want to use a seatbelt. Whether it's because it's too timely, takes too much time to put the seatbelt on, whether they're concerned that they would be constrained in the event of an accident and wouldn't be able to get out of a burning car or out of a car that might have gone into a ditch with water. But what the statistics show is that people are much more likely to suffer fatal injury when they're not using a seatbelt. And the difference in statistics is dramatic. In cases where an accident involved a truck that rolled over, almost 80% of the people that suffered from a fatality were not wearing seatbelts. If in 2006 the administration found that 703 large truck drivers died in accidents that year. Of those 703 fatalities, 340 of those drivers were not wearing a seatbelt. Of those 703 fatalities, 180 of those drivers had been ejected from their seats. And of those who were ejected, 80% of those were not wearing seatbelts. And the important thing to know about that is that even if you're not the truck driver involved, if you're the passenger in the passenger car around that truck, you are then subject to an out-of-control truck, one that, because the trucker hasn't worn the seatbelt, simply is unable to control itself and is much more likely to cause not only injury to the truck driver, but to all the passenger cars surrounding it. And those are some of the things that we like to look at in determining where the negligence lies in an accident, and to determine whether or not a truck driver has done everything possible to ensure the drivers around him that he is driving in a safe manner that's legal and one that is not negligent. And more times than not, when a trucker gets out of control and loses control and causes this type of devastation, we're able to find that this driver has made mistakes that he could have corrected with things such as a simple remedy of putting on a seatbelt.